This is a Razer keyboard, and there's a couple of things that I really like about it, but there's two things that were driving me nuts when I first got it. Now, usually I don't buy expensive keyboards. This is my first experience with a very expensive one, because compared to other keyboards, these are quite expensive. So let's go to the things that I didn't like about it first. The clicking part. This is really hard to get used to it. I know gamers like the clicky stuff, and I'm not sure exactly why, but when you're writing an email, it sounds like you're really angry all the time because you're like... But you get used to it after a while. So even though it was like really almost returned it because of it, I got used to it. Second thing is the magnetic strap here at the bottom, which is not magnetic anymore. As you can see, I could shake it and move it and all that stuff because I put some tape at the bottom to hold it together. It was super annoying. Every time you want to pull the keyboard, this was shifting away. So it was absolutely annoying. I had to glue it together. So I put some double-sided tape over here, and it's rock solid. So this is how it should have been built from the beginning, or some kind of a retention mechanism to hold it together. Another thing that I'm a little bit quirky about it is volume up, it's down, and volume down is up. But that's an easy fix. You could just click here on each button, and then you could program it to what you want it to do. So when you turn it in a certain direction, you could make it go and do a certain function. And that's great because you could reverse the function of the buttons, and that was driving me nuts, and now it just works great. The mute button is really nice in the middle, and the lighting on the keyboard, it's absolutely amazing, and that's the part that I really like about. So going into games, I was absolutely impressed by the fact that I'm playing my game and all of a sudden some of the keys light up over here and none of the keys light up over here, and I realized that all the keys that were lighting up on this side were matching my Mac Warrior robot weapon. That is quite awesome. So basically everything that I have mapped basically lights up, including my weapon groups, everything. So yeah, getting over the clicking noise, you know, because when you play it sounds like this. It's actually quite a cool featured keyboard. And I forgot to mention, it does it automatically. So every time you get out of the game, you go into the menu, it changes. So now that I'm in the menus, look, see, only some arrows are lit up because there is no reason to, there's no other keys that you could use. So that's pretty cool. Even when the Mac shuts down in the game, the keyboard just flickers like this when I'm overheating. It's crazy. You go back to the game, you go to a different Mac that has different weapons, then automatically it changes these lights to that Mac. So yeah, quite impressive. I don't know how it does it, but yeah, if you could get over the clicking noise, it's a great keyboard. Also, it has a software that can control all kinds of ways that the lights light up. So this is ambient aware right now, and then if I switch it to breathing, then obviously it's going to change to a different kind of a format. So you could have impressive stuff done to it. But this reactive one is quite interesting because look how when you type something, it just stays on a little bit after. So that is quite interesting. I know these are all wow things, but they definitely make the keyboard look a little bit more unique. The one that I like the most is ambient awareness. So I usually keep it on ambient awareness, and it does random things all the time. It's trying to figure out what's going on and does things for me. And it just, you know, it's not a distraction. It's an interesting thing to have. Impressive keyboard, I have to admit. The clicky sound was really hard to get over it, and I'm still struggling as far as that goes. The fact that the keys are so raised also was a weird part of when I first started using it. And then this was the big problem. But then the effects and the way that the keys work and the volume up and volume down and media controls makes it worth it for everything else. So yeah, key mapping in games, it's absolutely amazing. Every game has that key mapping thing. So you go in and then all of a sudden only the keys that you're using light up, so you could find them really easy. And that's quite impressive. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video.